Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Wednesdays with Winnie and Gary. For today, Wednesday, September 27th, 2017. And as those fine Brits from the 1970s once said, and now for something completely different. Today we are upstairs in the loft. This is essentially our little library. Oh boy. And what we consider our library is Winnie and Gary's little playpen. Excuse the creaky stairs. Winnie, I don't think they want to see your butt that long. As you can see, they're enjoying a little laser time. It's their little laser light show. Whoa. Hey, Winnie. What's going on? Did you get that thing yet, huh? Go get it. And this is probably the fastest you'll see them move is when they're playing with the laser. And they get some pretty intense dance moves going on. Whoa, Winnie. That's a heck of a do-si-do you got there. Woo. Right round like a record. Wow. Gary's got some footwork too. And Jenny D's loving it. She is loving it. She is loving it. Yeah, they get really obsessed about the laser. I hope we haven't gotten them too excited, because a lot of times when we show them laser, as you can tell, for like the past 30 seconds here, oh well, it turned on again, but once they play with the laser, the second we turn it off, they just sit there looking around for it for the next like few minutes. They're like, I know it's there. The truth is out there. I saw it. It's unidentified little flying red dot. Right, Winnie? Did you find it yet? And they know, Jen was just holding up the laser pointer. They know, they figured it out. They know that the dot comes from that thing. Gary figured it out first. Because after a while, Gary started going after the little laser pointer. So he knows. But Winnie's just in it for the chase. Battery's almost dead. But this is probably the most that they're like their kitten cells. Well, technically they're still kittens anyways. Because according to many charts online, and as you know, the internet doesn't lie, they're not technically adult cats until they're about a year old. Now, obviously that's just a rough estimation, because I'm sure that there's some other scientific thing with size and growth, etc. But typically the accepted whatever you want to call it, the accepted thing is that they're kittens for about a year. Then once they're a year old, they're adult cats. And then they're considered seniors when, Jen? At 11 years? Usually? Something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Oh, it's dead. Mommy killed it.
It's dead, kids, I'm sorry.
Here
Oh,
you go.
Wait, no. No, it's fine.
Oh, here you go.
It just came screwed.
We can give you this. We got him some ping pong balls for the upcoming Halloween holidays, which Gary was loving.
Gary does not care right now.
Yeah, they're just too obsessed with the laser. Winnie. Winnie, you want this? How about you, Gary? He was chasing that ball around like crazy the other day. Yeah, they're getting tired out. Oh, but now you can kind of get to see their coats a little bit better. So Winnie here's got her black stripe and her dots and spots on her belly and side, and here's Gary. He's much bigger. He likes stealing Winnie's food, so he's a bigger cat. But that's not the sole reason. He's just a bigger cat, even though they're from the same litter. From the Kitten Academy. They were from the font litter of cats, which were 4 kittens plus 1 that joined them a little later. Born in January. Brought to the Kitten Academy a couple days after they were born, and we adopted them, Winnie and Gary here, Wingdings and Garamond, in March. And their brother Charlie went down to Texas. And their other 2 siblings, their brothers Zap and Baskerville, we're not sure where they ended up, but we know that they were...
They're in the area from where they're called.
I guess they're in the area, and in the area means the northern Illinois area. But we don't know who has them, and we hope they're doing well. And if you're fans of Kitten Academy... well, first, if you don't know what Kitten Academy is, I'm sure you do. I'm sure the only reason you're here is because of Kitten Academy. It's kitten.academy is the website. But Kitten Academy live stream on YouTube is 24/7 live stream of a wonderful cat foster in northern Illinois. I can't spin around like that, Gary. Yeah, and they do an amazing job raising cats and kittens, mom cats and kittens. And speaking of Kitten Academy and mom cats and kittens, tomorrow, which is September 28th, also my wedding anniversary, Kitten Academy will be expecting to receive 2 new mom cats and a collective 14 kittens. It's going to be a record for Kitten Academy. 14 kittens and 2 mom cats tomorrow at Kitten Academy. Join the excitement, and that will be 2:30 p.m. Central Time, which is basically 14:30 cats, if you follow the time like most of us do in Kitten Academy time zone speak. There was some confusion online about exactly when that was happening, but it's going to be tomorrow at Kitten Academy live stream. Tune in. 14:30 cats. You'll see 2 new mom cats coming in with 14 kittens. And tonight, just after this close-up, this live stream of Winnie and Gary, Kitten Academy alumni, tune into the Kitten Academy live stream immediately after this for the kitten close-up for tonight. And tonight's kitten close-up with Kitten Academy, they're actually going to be merging back the litter for the Persians because they were separated for 3 days after 2 of them were recovering from their graduation, which is the spay-neuter process. That's what the graduation is for Kitten Academy. Because 2 of them are actually going to be adopted out on, I believe I'm not going to say a date because I don't want to get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure this weekend and next weekend, 2 of them are going to be adopted out. So. Right, Winnie? Are you relaxing? Winnie watches the Kitten Academy live stream. When we first adopted Winnie and Gary, what you doing, Gary? He's mobile. They actually would sit and watch the TV, and they would hear Mr. Academy, Mr. A, and DJ from Kitten Academy on the TV. And Winnie would purr, and Gary would kind of motion like he was looking for food. Which I think was probably what would happen anytime Mr. A would go into the kitten room when they were there. That's my guess. Right, Gary? And since obviously I'm not on the other side of this live stream, I'm usually behind the camera here, I don't know what it looks like until after I film these. I'm hoping that the lighting is decent up here compared to when we're usually downstairs. I'm hoping you can... It might be better. Maybe you might be able to see Gary and his stripes a little bit better, because sometimes people think he's all gray, but as you can see, he's like a gray tabby. He's mostly gray with some dark gray spots and stripes. So Winnie is more of a black and cream with some tan. And Jenny D is mostly always cream. She says paste. I think they're still wondering where that dot went.
I think they're tired.
Yeah, they might be tired because we lasered them out.
Yeah, it's the longest we've ever played laser with them because they obsess over it.
Yeah, they obsess over the laser. Right, rawr. Right, Gare? Obsess over the laser. And then we also, at the suggestion of our vet a while ago, when Gary's teeth first came in and he was teething, they suggested one of these just small dog plain rawhides, these wrapped rawhides. No flavor, no anything, just a plain rawhide. And believe it or not, the cats love it. And both Jenny D and I have had cats our whole lives, and we've never thought of giving cats rawhide. They were playing with us earlier today. I don't know if they're interested in playing right now because they're kind of tired out, but every now and then they'll play with this. I can't get it to stand up because, as we know from watching past episodes and seeing them in their habitat here, they will pretty much knock over anything that's standing up if it's on the post downstairs. Right, Winnie? Here, Winnie. Oh, this thing got inverted. Oh yeah, they've bitten it too many times. It's an Audi, yes. But they love knocking stuff over. Here, Winnie. Winnie is being the typical cat. Okay, you got it. They're interested in what Mom's doing. Mama, what are you doing over there? Whoa. Sorry, I missed that. I'm trying to leave the litter boxes out of the shot back there. By the way, in the back there, though, that is a litter genie, which is really awesome. We've had that for a while. Since May, we started using a litter genie, and that's one of those boxes we never used. A product we never used in the past either. We just never really thought about, checking it out. And then I had the experience of using one at Kitten Academy when I was helping out over there, and they're awesome, the litter genie. I don't know if Jenny D is trying to get the cats to attack this ribbon or me. Ribbon's kind of gone towards me a few times.
I couldn't see where Gary went.
Yeah, Gary's lounging back there. What you doing, Winnie, huh? Wingdings.
It's funny how things look on the camera because we've had a couple people ask about the records in the background. And those aren't records, those are books.
Right. Those are all books in the background. All our records are downstairs in the basement, which the basement's kind of a mess. We try to keep the cats out of the basement because it's really not kitten friendly at the moment. There's a lot of tools that are exposed. There's a lot of bikes, which they can rub their fur on and get grease all over them. And so eventually we'll get it cleaned up where it's more of a chill out, hang out.
Plus they're afraid of the washing machine.
Yeah, and they're kind of afraid of the washing machine. But once we get it to be more of a hangout down there, yeah, we'll certainly let them go down there. And that way they'll be able to listen to some tunes with me. Right, Care? Where you going, buddy?
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's at work with the laser.
Oh.
The laser's on the shelf.
I think there's an attack coming up here. Well, Gary was just kind of watching and eyeing Winnie with this ribbon. Oh, Gary, that was weak. Gary.
Oh, Gary, you're getting criticized
Gary.
for attacks.
Sorry to criticize, bud, but...
You step up your game, buddy.
Oh, yeah, it's funny. This isn't your typical kitten toy. This is a terrible little poor quality beach ball from the dollar store, basically. Jenny D's making some paper mache crafts for a Halloween costume, and that was going to be one of the little forms to create a paper mache ball off of, but it's too small for her liking, so we left it up here. And the other night, Gary was actually super interested in it. He was pushing it around and staring at it, but now I think he's lost interest in it after a few days. But he would stare through it and then just kind of nudge it. He's kind of checking it out now. Come here, Gary. No? Well, I know he likes these things. Here, Gary. Maybe not. Hey, buddy. One of your balls is stuck here, Gare. This is just one of these generic little boxes for storage and stuff, and the cats have kind of taken it over. If you follow their Twitter account, you probably see them inside that box a number of times. They love just going in there. I think Jenny D's trying to play some basketball to get a ball in here. Oh, they love this thing. It's a little plastic Q-tip with raffia strings. Oh, she's meowing. They both love this thing. Yeah, Gary's really tired out after the laser.
He's wrecked because normally he would be attacking that thing.
Yeah, normally Gary'd be all over this thing. The laser definitely tires them out.
Okay, well, note to self, save the laser for the end of the stream.
Good girl. This way Winnie can show off her belly. Winnie. Winnie. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, her little belly there, little fluffy belly. She's really floofy here at her belly. Yeah, she got offended by the floof talk. What about you, Garrett? You want your stick? Huh? No stick for you, buddy? Oh, you're tired. I can tell you're tired. Yeah, you tired or dizzy? Mama had your head going back and forth like crazy. It's mine. No, it's mine. Okay, you can have.
Winnie's doing the awkward loaf.
Jenny D says Winnie's doing the awkward loaf. Yeah, I guess that would be the awkward loaf.
The awkward loaf.
That would be the awkward loaf if I ever saw it. Did you hear what she said about you, Winnie? Oh, okay. You were just waiting for me to get you in frame there before you started playing. I see. Oh, these actors these days, they're too demanding. Can't take direction. Are you guys bored up here? Do you want to go back down to where you normally play? Huh? Run around like you're kittens again, the Kitten Academy? Okay. Oh, you like this one? I know you like this one. Whoop. Mama gave you some stuff to play with, apparently. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to follow them here. What are you doing, cats? Winnie. Winnie. It's your Flatmouse. Oh. She loves her Flatmouse. Can't get enough of Flatmouse.
Except for when it's at the bottom of the stairs.
She's like, you gonna make me chase it? Okay, Winnie. Winnie.
I don't have the laser. I don't have it. I'm sorry.
You don't want the Flatmouse? There you go. You can take him for a ride. Okay, kids. Back to your typical playground. Wow. Look at that. Mr. A's getting the main kitten room there. Some Kitten Academy inception for you. Don't sue me for broadcasting that, Kitten Academy. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, that's what you want. You want food. Yeah, we've been feeding her up here on top of the counter lately. Because as much as we love their dining room and they originally loved their dining room, Gary just gets into Winnie's food too much. So their dining room, which is this, is now just the water dish bar. So that's the only thing that they have over there is their water. Right? Man, that laser really pooped them out. It's okay. Here you go, Gare. Oh, this thing is hilarious too. This when they're sleeping, one time Winnie freaked me out because she was laying in one of the beds and this little feather toy is pretty much close to her colors, and she was kind of wrapped around it. So I saw this really kind of ratty, mangy fur, and I was like terrified. I'm like, oh my God, what happened to Winnie? I was worried that something happened, that she got in too much of a scuffle with Gary and he clawed her up and tore up her fur, and then I realized it was this toy. And she was fine. So, well, you just want water, don't you? Oh, yeah. You want water, huh? You always want water. Oh, now Gary's playing with the feather. You're fine. You can have some water. Oh, Jenny's going to get her a glass, so they're not... They like to drink out of the sink a lot, which we don't mind. That's the funny thing. Even though we usually have two bowls of water out for them, they do a lot of their drinking from the sink and from glasses. Oh. Too cold? Is it too cold? Not too cold for Gary. Oh, what's wrong, Winnie? You want water from the sink, don't you? Oh, life is so hard. Need water from the sink, right? And you know you'll beg and be cute because you know I give in every time. Yes. Fine. Spoiled. You are spoiled. Well played, cat. You were cute. Meanwhile, I'm sure her belly and feet are just getting drenched and she just doesn't care. These are probably the first two cats that Jenny D and I have had that just don't care about being wet. And that always happens. Gary comes up from the top, tries to drink by hitting the water with his paw and drinking off his paw. In the meantime, he's getting water all over Winnie. Yeah. Abbott and Costello over here. But yeah, I just noticed that quite a few more people have joined us on this Winnie and Gary close-up live stream, this Wednesdays with Winnie and Gary. Don't forget that tomorrow on the Kitten Academy live stream on YouTube, you will see 2 new mom cats and 14, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 kittens. 16 cats total. See, look at me doing math.
Mr. A has lost his mind.
Because, as Jenny D said, Mr. A has lost his mind and is taking in a record number of cats at the Kitten Academy. And that's at 14:30 cats time, 2:30 Central Time in the US. So check that out. And after this close-up stream, which is going to end very soon here, that's... It's going to be the kitten close-up at Kitten Academy, where they're going to be bringing the Persians back together in one room. Right, Winnie? Winnie is loving this. And Gary got a taste of his own medicine there. He was getting soaked when he was inside the sink when Winnie was drinking up here. So Jenny D is taking care of the task of getting Gary nice and dry again.
There you go.
But yeah, that's kind of a different Wednesdays with Winnie and Gary here tonight. Started up in the loft area, which is their sometimes playpen. They were hanging out up there earlier, so we decided to start the live stream up there when they were playing with the laser. Of course, we tired them out with the laser. They played around with the ribbon a little bit, jumped around, ran down the stairs, played up and down there. Now they're at their usual selves, trying to get as much water as they can from the sink, even though they have a fresh bowl of water put out every day in their dining room.
Along with glasses of water.
And glasses of water that we give, yeah. So they're kind of spoiled. Although Gary's looking for water over there now. Oh, Mama drank it all. Now you're shoving your head down there.
Yeah, I was thirsty too.
Gary, there's no more, buddy. It's all gone, buddy. Sorry, Gary. Sorry, buddy. It's all gone.
Why did you drink my water? Here you go, Gary.
Gary butt.
Here you go.
But thanks again for watching, everybody. It's a little bit different. A little bit different Wednesdays with Winnie and Gary. Check them out on Twitter. It's just at Winnie and Gary. Be sure to check out kitten.academy. It's where these two little goofballs were raised. Great cat foster, great kitten foster, and mom cat foster in Northern Illinois. Check out the Kitten Academy live stream on YouTube. And following this live stream, definitely check out Kitten Academy on YouTube and search their videos as their close-up will start shortly. So thanks again, everybody. And we will see you next Wednesday. Say goodbye, Winnie. Goodbye, Winnie.